All right, the next movement we're going to teach is the front squat. Now, with the front squat, it doesn't matter if it's a front squat or a back squat, we always squat to parallel. We define parallel as the crease of the hip to the top of the knee is parallel with the floor. There are 5 reasons why we squat to parallel. Number 1 is safety. Okay, by squatting to parallel, we know that the lifter is using a weight that their body's ready to handle. Number 2 is flexibility. By front squatting and squatting to parallel, we can develop the flexibility of the wrists, hips, and ankles that are helping make better athletes and overall better lifters. Number 3 is knee joint stability. By squatting to parallel, we'll develop the musculature that's going to help surround and protect the knee when we cut and change directions. Number 4 is to develop the posterior chain, which is the low back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. And then number 5, the 5th reason, is to develop lean body mass. By squatting to parallel, you're going to develop more muscle and more lean body mass. So in the front squat, the first step we're going to do is set our hands on the bar. We will take either a 2 or 3 finger grip just right outside of our shoulders. We want to rest the bar across the clavicles with the elbows high. From here, we want to make sure our feet are about shoulder width apart, and for demonstration purposes, Ben is going to face you, but normally he will face in the rack and walk backwards. From here, he's just going to go ahead and set his feet shoulder width apart. Again, elbows stay up the entire time. Before he starts the descent, he's going to take a big belly full of air and set his core. From here, he's going to push his hips back, and for every inch he goes down is an inch his hips reach back. Once he hits parallel, he's going to drive up out of the hole, leading with his head and elbows. From here, Ben is going to demonstrate 3 reps of the front squat. Good. It is also very important that we have good foot pressure. So there should be pressure on the outside of the foot and on the heel, and we want to think about spreading the floor with our feet. Okay, let's see 3 more. Good. Go ahead and rack it. And that is the front squat. Next, we're going to talk about spotting. Okay, it's very important that while we're lifting, we have good spotters. Okay, the spotter's job is to keep the lifter safe and help guide him in and out of the rack. So, with the front squat, okay, Ben will demonstrate facing in the rack. There are 2 types of spots here in the front squat. We can either spot from behind or we can spot from the sides. When we spot from behind, we want to act like a hay fork. Okay, and what we'll do is if Ben goes in the bottom, can't get out of the hole. Okay, our spotter will actually physically bring the arms underneath the armpits, support the chest, and bring the body up with the bar. Never actually making contact with the barbell. From here, he will guide him back into the rack, and we'll rack the bar. The second type is a side spot. If you have more than 1 spotter, it is recommended to do a side spot. From here, what we'll do is we'll make sure our hands never touch the bar unless we need to. So, hands are right outside the bar. So as Ben goes down in the hole, let's say he can't get out of the bottom, this is where we'll actually physically grab the bar sleeve with both hands. Okay, we'll bring him up. The lifter never stops pushing. It's very important that the lifter does not bail out from under the bar. Once we stand all the way up, we guide him back in the rack. We turn the bar back into the J-hooks.